friends, to the Paralytic Activities Podcast, your one-stop shop for all things creepy, kooky, weird and spooky. All done with a proper cracking ale or two. How here, man? Sit back and pipe down and let these fine gents entertain you at the Boodog Tavern.
Here we go again, Neil. Here we go again.
Here we go.
People have been asking for part two, Neil.
Have they?
Yeah, they've been asking for part two of the best of Orange Spills the Juice. But it's not just Orange, it's both of us.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, your funnies, your stories, your funnies. Your
You're right,
stories,
John.
your stories are a lot better than mine.
Yeah, it's
Because you are the most unluckiest, clumsiest person in the whole wide world. I mean, for example, if it was raining fannies, and you was walking down the street and it was raining fannies, you still end up with a dick in your mouth, wouldn't you? You're that unlucky.
I don't get that, John.
Right?
I do get it, but I don't.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I saw you trip over a wireless network. I saw you being hit by a parked car.
Yeah, that's
how
possible.
unlucky and clumsy you are.
Well, things are going to change, John.
In what way?
Then I'm not going to be so clumsy anymore.
When was the last time you done something really stupid and you looked at yourself and you thought, why the pissing hell have I just done that?
I don't know. I do know. Just stupid things, John.
Yeah.
I mean, the other day, where I've moved into, when I moved in there, there's a flat screen telly on the wall.
Yeah.
And I've got my own telly, so I put it down the side by my dressing table in the bedroom, standing up there on a marble floor like a dickhead. So I went to get a drink the other day, walked back in there, and I went to get my jacket off the hanger behind the door, and I've knocked the telly, and it slid and fell face up. And I thought that was lucky because it's not my telly, you see, it's the woman who owns the bungalow. Oh, God,
there's half a deposit gone already.
That was lucky. As I've turned round, I knocked the fan off the side and smashed the screen on the telly. Landed on top of the bastard.
Well, there you go. Then Neil, you literally just said that things are going to change.
You got it, John, because he's going to take it out me deposit now.
I know. And plus, you're moving into my house soon.
Yeah.
Which hopefully eventually will be your house.
I know. So you will be kept busy, John.
Well, we'll have to see, won't we?
Yeah.
I think I'll have to take a deposit.
I seen a deposit the dog left there in the park today. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that was huge, wasn't it? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Massive. I have to carry you back to put it in.
It reminded me of remember the old ice cream machines when it comes out curly?
Yeah.
A nice chocolate ice cream.
Now that's sprinkles on the top as well.
That was sprinkles. Anyway, Neil, let's get it on. Time for this.
Well,
it's a lovely sunny afternoon, Neil.
It is.
It's Easter Sunday.
Easter Sunday, John. I had a chocolate bar.
You hadn't had a chocolate egg?
Chocolate nothing. Chocolate log I seen this morning.
that was the dogs. That's the dogs again, that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't bought my daughter a chocolate Easter egg either this year.
It's mad.
And do you know why, Neil? Do you remember when there used to be a pound?
Yeah.
It's like £7 now.
I know.
And to be fair, I mean, I like the chocolate of an Easter egg, but I ain't paying £7 for an Easter egg. I don't give a shit. The supermarkets apparently are still full. The shelves are still full of Easter eggs now. No one's buying them. One, they're too expensive. Rip off Britain.
Yeah.
Two, do you think the love of Easter is dying in this country?
Yeah.
It is.
It is. I remember when I was like my daughter was young and Corey was young, I used to have like an egg hunt. I used to hide all the Easter eggs everywhere around the house, and they used to have to find them. I used to love all that, you know what I mean? I always used to find some that they couldn't find, you know what I mean? Some stupid places, you know. So I used to eat myself, Mike.
Yeah, but you used to put them in your pocket.
Shut up, John. But yeah. And there's a Chinese bloke started our place, John.
Yeah.
And he sells like the rolling, you know, like you put in the Rizzler and you roll it all up like and smoke it.
Oh, Backy?
Yeah. And now his name is John.
I don't know.
Backy Chan.
Is he a karate expert by any chance?
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
Fair play. Fair play. I reckon if he gets cheap fags from China.
Probably does. You know what I mean? I don't know, because everything comes from China these days, don't it?
Everything, Neil.
Everything
comes from China, apart from China.
I know.
You know, your plates in there. You get them in England.
Yeah, don't have a balance, John.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always wanted to go to China. I've never seen sort of bean sprouts.
It's one place I've never been that interested in going, or Japan, places like that, because you watch any video. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the places are absolutely stunning, and I mean, I love the Chinese people. I love Chinese food.
I know that.
You know what I mean? I could go out there just to try all the different delicacies. Do you know what I mean? But when you watch a video like Japan and that, it's like 1 million people walking around the bloody streets, and I don't like crowds. Oh, I'd be screwed, wouldn't I?
I might went over there the bunch, you know.
Yeah.
And he went to this Bartwish pub like, and they had a look-alike competition on, John, and they all won.
Neil, paranormal ale, what we got?
Right, we have got Vocation Brewery, Life and Death.
Oh, very nice.
6.4%, Johnny boy, on this Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
You know. So, yes, I don't think I've had this one. I don't know if I've had it before.
Probably. It's a quite popular supermarket craft beer.
Well, John ain't give me a glass, so
no, do I have to do everything? I'm not your keeper.
Yeah, but you've got a glass for them, haven't you?
Yeah, but I've got a glass for them. Yeah. But I ain't got a glass either.
I need to pour it in that just.
Don't surprise me. I've got a Vocation Brewery as well. Neil. Hop, skip, and juice. We've had this one before.
Yeah,
but
I like that.
Yeah,
that is very nice.
What's the flavourings of it?
It's like citrusy. Obviously, they're all citrusy, are they?
They're all citrusy, Neil.
Citrusy, juicy, strong. You can taste the strength of it. 6.4. Drink like, you know. But yeah, it's I quite like that. Really nice.
Well, I've got this one. Vocation Brewery, hop, skip, and juice, hazy pale ale, 5.7%. Neil, this one is.
Is that why you had that for Halloween, John? Because got hop in it.
Hop? What's that?
The rabbit shop, don't they? Bunny rabbits.
You said Halloween, Neil.
I don't.
You did.
You know?
Yeah.
It's Easter, I mean. Halloween.
You said Halloween. I'm confused on what you're on about.
I last night, John. I went to a rave.
Oh, I've heard it was shit.
The venue was fantastic.
Yeah.
The atmosphere was great.
Look, tell the listeners why I pour this.
Venue was fantastic. Atmosphere was great.
Oh.
I had been there since 1992 or 93. So I wanted to see what it actually looked like in Wolverhampton. Top DJs on. And I mean, like, creme de la creme. Right?
I've heard of them.
And when they advertised it, you know, they said it looked like it had been moved from 91, 92. That's the reason I went. And then it was John pissed off. It was that hot in there, right? The sound was loud. I mean, I don't mind that, but the music was drum and bass. And I don't like drum and bass. When I remember Quest, I used to go to 91, it was old school, hardcore, rave like. And it was just all night. I'll come out at 9 o'clock, John.
Neil, you're getting old, Neil.
That's John.
You're getting old. You're too old to be going to these raves.
I was the youngest in there, John.
Don't care.
I was the youngest one in there.
Don't care, Neil. It's about time you put that chapter of your life behind you.
No, John. It's not happening.
It's about time you did.
It's not happening. I love the music.
Yeah.
Look, saying to you, don't get a concert now. Why are you too old?
Don't be daft.
Same thing, because you like listening to that.
No.
Yes, John.
Going to raves, everyone's off the tits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I ain't.
Yeah. What's wrong with this? Nah, not for me.
Same for you, but it's just for me.
I'd rather pour boiling hot water in my eyeballs.
Well, I'm going to one in Bath. It's Quadrant Park, Piano House. That'll be superb.
There's Bath, I've been for a while.
Oh, sure, Dick's Bath. We'll have a shower anyway, 3 times a day.
3 times a day have a shower?
Yeah.
You know, you wet more than a duck.
I'm working all, John.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, we talked about it last week. So, Neil, this one, right, this is a juicy pale ale, tropical notes, and stone fruit aromas. What does that mean, a stone fruit aromas?
It means fruit with stones in, John.
Correct.
A bit like plums and stuff like that.
Cherries.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I think I would give this a strong 4.5 on the paranormal ale scale. Neil, what are you giving a Life and Death?
I'm giving that a good, I'll say, I'll be the same as you, 4.5.
4.5, yeah. Vocation Brewery, check them out. They do some nice beers. I'm fucking strong as well, aren't I?
I mean, this has got.
Well, I'm gonna have a drink today.
This one I got stone fruit, right, John?
Yeah.
Yeah. But out the can, all I heard was.
Don't get it.
It's Rolling Stones, John. Don't know.
I thought you would have come at the I Am the Resurrection by the Stone Roses, but there you go.
Yeah, but you don't call them the Stones, do you?
I don't call Rolling Stones the Stones.
Everybody calls Rolling Stones the Stones, John.
Never have done.
Taking the mic, John.
Neil, just get on with it.
Anyway, just one more thing.
Before you come up with this one more thing, Neil. The point of the show, which we haven't mentioned, is last week we done best of orange spills of juice over the last 4 years, and a few people have messaged saying, "Oh, you got to do part 2." Well, we are going to do part 2 because there's that many bloody stories, and we've got another 6 stories right here. Whether we say them all is another thing. So now, what was the one thing you was going to tell us?
About me, mate, how lucky he's been, John.
Yeah,
he's got his own farm. This was like last year.
Yeah,
and he's a bit of a rogue.
Yeah,
and he got his old tractor with a big trailer on the back, broke into somebody else's farm and licked shitloads of hay off them, but he got caught. The coppers caught him.
Good.
So
he
went to court on Friday over it,
Mm.
and he got really lucky, John. Really lucky.
Was he let out on bail?
Yeah. Honest to God. It's a
is that the joke?
Yes, John.
Oh, is he? Sorry. I don't know you were telling the joke, to be honest.
He can't help himself.
Neil,
Neil,
I didn't know you was telling a joke.
Nothing worse.
Well, if you call that a joke, bloody hell.
He's lay on bail. It's funny.
Bail on high. Anyway, Neil. So yeah.
That's the last straw.
I'm going to a hoedown. I'm not down, and I'm not a hoe. Hoedown.
That's rubbish.
I know. I never said it was a joke, Neil.
Come on.
Anyway, people have sent in some more stories. You're right, telling me to hurry up because you're going to the pub. Am I right?
No, John.
Balex. You are going to the pub. This is why you're rushing me.
Sunday, John.
All right, then, Dick Splat. Pick one out. Here we go. Orange Spills the Juice, part 2. What have we got today?
Trick or treat?
Trick or treat. Trick or treat, Neil. Yes, that's you mentioning Halloween earlier on.
No, a bit weird, eh?
Barn pot.
Well, years and years ago, we had a Halloween party.
Yeah.
I wasn't invited.
I wasn't invited.
Little kids, John.
I wasn't invited. Yeah, was there loads of adults there, Neil?
Yeah.
I've got a kid, you know.
Oh, stop it, John.
Your nephew, your niece.
Feel guilty.
Stop
it.
That's what I'll tell her.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, we had cobwebs everywhere. Like we decorated
Neil,
like Halloween.
Your house has always got cobwebs.
No, we decorated it like proper Halloween. We bought loads of stuff that looked like spooky in there. Or
spooky.
Anyway, so we're all drinking these cocktails and having a good laugh. You know,
I thought it was a kids' party.
It was.
If it's a kids' party,
John, I'll tell you if you keep butting in.
If it's a kids' party, why are you having cocktails?
Because the kids liked it, John.
The kids were having cocktails, sex on the beach and stuff.
They're in mocktails. Anyway,
still getting involved.
It was a great night. Well, it was all right. And a great night. And I said, "All right then, kiddies."
Timmy Mallet.
We all gathered in the living room. There 20 kids and all the families and whatever. All the street basically. Yeah. Shut up, John. And I said, "Have you ever done apple bobbing before?" And I've got this massive container, and I mean, you've got about 100 gallons of fucking water and about 50 apples in it, like, you know. All you do, you stick your head in it, come out with an apple, you know what I mean? So I'm there showing what to do, sticking my head in, come out with an apple. Well, as I'm sticking my head in, a certain person starts tipping a jug of cocktail out of my head, right? This cocktail, John, it's got vodka in it, whiskey, everything. So obviously spirits, it's going to burn your eyes, you know what I mean? And I'm there giving the kid, everybody's laughing. Do it again. And I'm there like getting fucking pissed off. I went, stop doing that, me. I was just thinking, please, I'm trying to show the kids how to play apple bobbing. So I'm there, another jug of cocktail out of my fucking head.
What a waste.
So I'm really getting really angry now, John. So my shirt's starting to rip and everything. Right. I went, just stop, please, just stop it. I could just slow motion. Everybody's laughing, looking around the room, but just laughing at me. I'm like, kids, ignore them. Try it once more. All you do is get it. You try and get it up as I've done it. Another jug of cocktails.
What a waste.
And I've gone, sing red, John. And I mean apple. I have seen red. I picked the whole lot up with my strength. It's got to be about 25 stone of water and apples, right? I've got whoosh over everybody in the living room, the kids, all the makeup was running off the faces and the telly was smoking up the walls, everybody. And as I put it down, I'm like, no! Like John Claude Van Damme just on the splits and punched it in the bollocks, you know. And I'm like this, looking around like this. As I've calmed down, everybody's looking at me. All the kids are crying, John. The parents are trying to wipe them down. There's makeup everywhere, all over the sofas, everything. And I'm just there giving. You could have had a pin drop, honestly. And everybody got the coats and left. I don't want to come in no more, Daddy.
I'm glad I go.
Honestly, I felt bad about it, you know what I mean?
Why waste good liquor by tipping it over your head? That makes no sense to me.
Stupid.
Makes no bloody sense.
John.
You remember that one day, Neil? It was a Sunday, and our routine on a Sunday used to be we'd get up, Neil would be like hanging out of his arse because he was absolutely legless the night before.
A load of shit.
True. It's a true story. I'm not making it up. We'd go and play football. Well, Neil would be on the bench.
I think so.
Neil would be on the bench with his fucking red eyes. Oh, red eyes are back. And then we go to the pub after, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Have a couple of beers in the pub. Well, our local pub at the time was the Bradford Arms. And we'd be up in the Bradford Arms. You know, Neil's already had a couple of hairs of the dog. So, you know, he's back in the game. And he's there going, oh, do you know what? I can't wait to go home and have a nice Sunday dinner. Oh, I can't wait. He's even mimicking, rubbing his knife and fork together. You know, oh, yeah, can't wait. My mother does a great Sunday roast. So, me and him walk home and looking forward to this Sunday roast. Neil, again, is at about 7 points. It's only 2 o'clock. and he gets in. My mum puts the Sunday dinner right in front of him. Again, he picks up his knife and fork and mimics, like rubbing the knife and fork together, like sharpening a knife kind of thing. And as he's gone to dig into his Sunday dinner, how he's done it, I'll never know. I'll never know how you've done it to this day, Neil. But his plate was on the table. His knife and fork hit the plate full of a Sunday dinner, all the trimmings, chicken leg, Yorkshire puddings, mint gravy, the lot. He's hit the plate with a knife and fork. The plate has jumped up in the air and basically landed in his lap. And the Sunday dinner is sliding down his shirt. He's got fucking potatoes in his socks. He's got peas in places I don't even want to mention. Then there's just gravy everywhere. And I can't believe what I've just witnessed, because he'd been looking forward to this Sunday. Why he ate it off the floor, I'll never know. Dirty
Don't
get.
stir a fan in my pants, 2 peas and a sausage.
Chipolata. And as he's taking the fucking plate, this is actually what I was getting at, Neil. Do you know, with the dribbling cocktail all over your head? For some reason, he's got a can of beer with him. You know, that was standard for Neil to have a can of beer and a pint with his Sunday dinner. And he's trying to get out the door. Well, the door is right behind where my dad used to sit. And as he's trying to open the door with his one hand, he's got a can and a glass of beer in the one hand and an empty plate, because it's all on the floor, in the other. And he's trying to open the door, and he's tipped the plate so it's facing downwards, right above my dad's head. And all the gravy is dripping over my dad's head and running down his face and into his moustache.
Could you be had his Scooby-Doo tongue, eh?
And that's not even in here, Neil, that story.
Oh, no.
That's not even in here. So there you go. That was every Sunday, by the way.
I've changed now, by the way.
Let's see what we got here, Neil. I hope we draw out the favourite story, what everybody's been asking for. This one. How about that? It's this one, people. This is Luke the Riddle Walker's favourite story of Neil. There you go. The Lasagne Files. And I think it was Lorian Jones, was hoping you was going to do this on part 2. So here you go, Loza. Here you go, Riddler. This story's for you. Take it away. Orange, the Lasagne Files.
Well, basically, in 1997, I got a job in Minehead in Butlins. And I used to work in the staff canteen with my mate Alan Stafford. And the one day we went out, me and Alan, and he got caught smoking marijuana in the toilets.
I'm shocked by that.
Hurricane Harry's in Butlins.
I'm shocked by that, Neil. Stafford on the marijuana.
So we got pro size. So he was living in my chalet, basically. And he's going, Neil, I don't know what I'm going to do. So we sneaked him back on, David John. Remember?
Yeah, I was up there that day.
Yeah, when I put him in the boot, I
had to go up and send him some money because he was skinned.
Yeah. Anyway.
So Stafford was in the boot of my car.
Because I worked in the staff canteen, I had a word with the gaffer, Jackie. Well, Jackie, Alan's back on site, you know. Is there any chance, you know, like, take him some food every day in, like, a polystyrene tub, takeaway tub? And I'll just say it's for me, and just take him some food, because he ain't allowed on the site, you see. Yeah, no problem. Anyway, that day happened to be adult weekend. And there was a girl used to live work with me named Lisa Danks. She's one of the best looking girl in the world.
That sounded.
She had this certain mole on her face, John, that had black hairs going over it. You know.
Molly.
They have rollers in it and everything.
And a life of its own.
Yeah. Anyway, I said, I'll walk back with you, like. I'm thinking, oh, fuck man. Anyway, I said, what we got on? I had lasagna and chips. So I've got this load of lasagna in a polystyrene tub and some chips. I'll take it back for Alan. So there, I've got my green Butlins jacket on.
Was it a big lasagna, Neil?
It was a big lasagna. I put in loads. A big green Butlins jacket, my dicky belt, my stripy trousers, stripy shirt, and the cap.
Was the stripes yellow and white, Neil, by any chance?
Oh, no, I think it was black and red, John.
Was that?
Yeah.
Black and grey?
Black, I don't.
Red and grey?
Yeah.
Something like that.
So I'm walking back with this Lisa, and we have to walk through like a square, and the square has got balconies all around it.
Was this your girlfriend at the time? The one with the mole?
Shut up, just a friend. Work with her. Anyway, so as I'm walking through with this lasagna and chips, it was adult weekend, so everybody's on the balconies, pissed up, music blasting, singing and all this shit. And you know, I've already people shouting stuff off the balcony. Look at you, eh? Look at me with the cap on. Who's that? Your missus? And I'm like, fuck off. Anyway, as I walked through into the square, there's like a big puddle. And I thought to myself, I'll impress her here, you know what I mean? You know, fucking like Carl Lewis. You know, I'll have run up and try and jump out of the puddle with this lasagna in my hands. Like
Jonathan Edwards.
Yeah, Jonathan Edwards. So I thought, that's it. So I tried to jump out of this puddle, and as I've gone to jump, my back leg has given way. So I'm there, fuck now. I went down in installments, John. I landed in the puddle on my back. The lasagna come open, and it landed all in my face. Dripping all down my face, John. Right? But what I've done, I pulled a muscle in the top of my leg, John. And I mean, I felt it move. It was ridiculous. The pain was horrendous, John.
So it was just cramp?
No, John, it was a muscle. The old muscle just moved up top of my leg. And so I'm screaming on the floor. Next thing you know, everybody's singing, song, shouting, and all this crap about me, like, you know. So I'm there lying on the floor covered in lasagna.
Who ate all the pies? Yeah. Who ate all the pies?
Shut up, John.
I'm on about Lisa Danks.
No. And so before I know it, so I'm on the floor now, covered in lasagna, and there's a crowd around me. Because I don't know if they had balls in that day, John. It was 97.
They was dipping garlic bread into you, weren't they?
Yeah. But I couldn't get up. I'm there like a dying. Nobody helped me, John.
Really?
Nobody helped me. But when they decided to help me, I couldn't fucking get up anyway because my leg was fucked. My right leg, the muscle had gone in it. So everybody's there laughing and and flicking me with water, kicking water in my face. And I'm there trying to get this lasagna off my face, crying my bloody eyes up, John.
Was you crying?
No, I nearly was, John. It was embarrassing. What would you feel like, John? Well, you can see his face, he's looking at you, he comes in lasagna. You know what I mean? Anyway, you had to get the ambulance. It was a local ambulance that they had on site.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for it to ride that the security come.
Billy Buckling turns up.
Yeah. We have an emergency at the middle of the where everybody is. Can we play an ambulance, please? There's somebody called Lasagna, and he's with this ugly bird,
and
he needs help, basically. And they had to stretch him into the ambulance, and then that was it. Well, they took me to there, and my leg was gone for a month. My leg was gone. Honestly, chopped my. I don't know. I obviously pulled a muscle in my leg.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was probably one of the most embarrassing things that's ever happened to me.
That's a bold statement, Neil.
Well,
you were doing star jumps naked last week.
Oh no, yeah.
I think that's a bit more embarrassing.
I'd rather do that than John and then have a big crowd around me covered in lasagna. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because it was adult weekend, would they all have like dildos and vibrators with them and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, John. That's
blow up dolls.
Oh, well, as well passing across the crowd. Yeah, it was very embarrassing. But I can talk about it now, you know what I mean?
So what happened with you and Lisa dancing? Was that the relationship over?
Yeah, she dumped me after that, John.
Yeah.
She
was a vegetarian.
Yeah. But so that was about it. Well,
and just want to say that Alan Stafford did survive because he didn't get no food that day. He's still with us.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
He's still in the shelly, John.
Is he? Still waiting there. Like bones. Just bones with a knife and fork in his hand.
Yeah. Ever so weird.
That's the thinking of Stafford. I'd done that Kurt Cobain canvas yesterday. Stafford, when he had his long hair, actually looked a bit like Kurt Cobain, don't he?
Oh, yeah.
He looks like him now.
Kurt Cobain,
yeah. There you go, people. The lasagna files. Have some of bloody that. Neil, do you want to pick one out, kid?
Oh.
Here we go. Story number 3. Bosh out.
Here we go. Don't know what you got in here, John.
Yeah, I told you, that's all.
The swing incident. Oh, there's another embarrassing moment.
Well, is there an ER missing off the end there?
A swinger.
The swinger.
Oh, we don't want to talk about that one, John.
Yeah, a bit of a day of Jack McAvoy. You could tell us about his swingers incident.
Oh no,
that's for a late night show.
Yeah, jeez.
Go on then, Neil. The swing incident. What happened here?
Well, John, when we was kids, and you relate to this.
Yeah.
When we used to go on the swings in Pleck Park.
Yeah.
And we used to jump off and see how far we can land on the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we used to put a stick there so you run jump the furthest.
Yeah,
remember?
Well, did you ever crack your shin on the wall?
Oh yeah, I did.
Because there was a little wall, wasn't there? You had to clear the wall.
Yeah.
And if you didn't make it, your shin hit the corner of the wall. Jesus Christ, the pain.
I know. Woo! Anyway, the one day, there's a couple of girls there. And I've tried to be impressive.
Again, here we go, trying to impress the chicks.
Trying to be impressive. So I thought, I'm going to get as high as I can until I nearly wrap myself around the swings. You know what I mean? So I'm giving oil like John. I mean, I can see onto the motorway. It was that high. Yeah. And I'm there up, and I thought, what I'll do, I'll put both my arms inside the chain, yeah, and I'll have a bit of a thrust to get onto the grass. Well,
that's dangerous play.
As I've gone backwards, John, I've nearly gone vertical.
Yeah.
I've just hit the floor like a fucking pancake. Right. But I've landed on my wrists and I've sprained both. I don't know how I sprained them at the time, but my wrists were knackered, John. And I mean bad. Oh, I'm crying. I mean, I'm really crying.
Who was with you?
I can't remember who was with me, John. I know Mark was there.
Yeah.
And so probably Woogie.
What after your shoes was he?
And a few others, but they're all laughing their heads off. So I'm crying. I can't get up. I'm on the front, John. I'm there with my face onto the gravel. I can't even turn over because I've got no way to turn myself over. Well, after about 5 minutes of them laughing, that one happened to turn me over. So I'm on my back now, like a rabbit.
Yeah.
Like this. both wrists spraying, crying my eyes up, John, in pain. The pain was horrendous.
Yeah.
Not just one wrist, two wrists.
And you're still on your back at this stage?
I'm on my back. Couldn't get any worse than that, John, until some dickhead bloke walks up with a fucking big dog, Great Dane, right? The dog runs over to me, starts licking my face, all in my mouth for that. I'm like, I'll never picture themselves again.
Being French kissed by a fucking Alsatian.
It was slobber all over my face. I couldn't do nothing about it. You know, until the bloke actually turned up and got his dog off me.
Was the dog not on the lead?
No.
What's going on?
Johnny, it was the 90s. Might be the 80s.
It would be the 80s. Yeah, it was the 80s.
The 80s, yeah. And the dog was there licking my face, like a bloody licking his own bollocks. You know.
Could you have squat on your face?
I know.
What would you have done?
I don't
Cocked his leg.
What could I do, John?
Neil, if a dog is just going to fucking lay a curly one on my fucking forehead, I don't give a fuck how many bones are breaking. I'm moving out of the way.
Nothing I could have done, John.
I'd have bitched his knackers. I'd have bitched his fucking knackers.
What about if it's a woman? Lady dog?
A lady dog. A bitch.
Yeah.
I'd have bit her tits.
Yeah. But the bloke helped me up.
Yeah.
And I think he took me arm as well. I think.
Oh, well.
Or he took me to his house.
Oh, well. What's going on here?
I can't remember.
The gimp sleeping.
Well, the only thing spraying by the end of the day.
Not the only slobber in his mouth by the end of that day. So,
Stop it. Yeah, so that's what happened on that day. Very embarrassing again.
Yeah, so I've got a little question. I think I have asked you this before. It's not the nicest of questions, people, so I do apologise. But I like to hear people's answers. Say you're walking down the park, right, and you fall over, and your hand falls in some shit. Yeah. What would you rather it be, dog shit or human shit? If you had to have a choice,
you have to be dog shit, John.
I know that don't make sense, though, does it?
Yeah.
Why?
You know, if you were walking down the street,
yeah,
and your mate happened to do his shit,
yeah,
on the floor, would you get a little bag and pick it up?
Actually, no, I wouldn't. No,
exactly. Yeah. You do. You dog, don't you?
Yeah, but it's mad, though, isn't it? The fact that we don't mind picking up dog shit.
Yeah.
But us, as humans, you wouldn't get nowhere near it, would you?
I've always wondered, though, John, who picks up guide dog shit?
It's a good point.
You know what I mean? Does the guide dog pick it up and put it in a little bag and swing
it? Might do. Puts it around his neck like a collar.
Yeah. I mean, it does that. Not being horrible enough, you know what I mean? But...
Yeah. Well, it's like, obviously, I've got 2 dogs, so I have to daily pick up dog shit at the garden.
Yeah.
But, you've got this little plastic bag with wafer thin plastic, Neil, and you're like a 0.0000 millimetre away from putting your hand in shit.
Mm.
There's got to be a better way. There's got to be.
Well, yeah, an Hoover.
A fucking Hoover.
Yeah, that's dog shit Hoover.
Neil, you're onto something there.
A dog shit Hoover, that's got a big bag in it.
Yeah, so imagine you can get a dog shit Hoover, what sucks up dog shit, but it also comes with a spray of some kind, which solidifies the dump.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's easier to suck up.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Write it down.
We're on to a winner here.
Dragons down here.
Here we go, Neil. I'm picking one out. Here we go. What we got here. The carrier bag incident. So, Neil, obviously, I was there when I witnessed this. So I think I'll tell this tale, and you just butt in and get your own back. Anyway, like I say, we used to play. We had a routine on a Sunday morning. Neil would be absolutely. Red Eye was back every Sunday morning.
You're on about Red Eye was back
because she was always hanging out your arse every Sunday morning. Neil,
John, it's like Frank Sinatra. I'm Blue Eyes. I'm Red Eyes back.
He was always hungover anyway. So we pick him up and throw him in the back of the van, and go to football. Well, this day we was playing for the Ling, weren't we, in West Bromwich?
No.
Wasn't it the Ling? Was it the Cricketers?
I wasn't playing, John.
Well, it was football anyway, wasn't it?
He was watching Albert Boy Morrison.
Yeah, but our game was cancelled. That's why we went there.
Yeah, we went there, yeah.
Barn pot. So, yeah, our game was cancelled because Neil wasn't even making the bench at this stage.
Whatever, John. star player.
So we went over to the fields where our local team, well, our local pub we used to play for, was playing the Braddy, and it's right. The fields were right next to Morrison's Superstore, and there was about 4 or 5 pitches on there, but there was only one game going on. It was a windy day, so me, Neil, and Big Rob, we went over the field and went over to watch the game. There's quite a few people there watching it while because the Braddy team was quite popular, wasn't it?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And we're watching the game. Like I said, it was a windy day. There's only one game going on, so the other pitches there's no one there. Basically, the ball got kicked out on the touchline. Neil decided he wanted to catch it, and he didn't realise he was standing behind a bike. What was behind him? This was just start of the tale. So Neil's gone arse over tit on this push bike. Legs are in the air, he's on his back again for the 3rd time today. You know what I mean? But he didn't sprain anything. He didn't get covered in lasagna or anything like that. He just looked aside and was all laughing. Even people playing football, even the ref stopped at one stage, have a little laugh at He was pointing at him. So anyway, the game continues. Neil's got up, covered in mud, and like I said, it was a windy day. There's only the one game, so the other pitches were bare. Like I said, Morrison's supermarket. In the distance, it was like a scene from American Beauty, Neil. There's like a plastic bag was slowly dancing in the wind. It was mesmerising, and I was watching it, and it just kept coming closer and closer to the game we was watching, and it went round the goalpost, round the corner flag, and decided to drift up to us on the touchline on the halfway line. And I saw this Morrison's bag dancing in the wind go past my eyes. So I've gone and followed it. It's gone past Big Rob's. Big Rob is there following this plastic bag. Neil is oblivious to anything what's going on completely because he's watching the game, covered in mud. And how this happened, people don't believe me when I say it to the Neil. The rings, the holdalls of the bag where you grab it. For some reason, both of them plastic rings hooked onto both of Neil's ears. So the one handle of the bag is on his left ear, and the other hand of the bag has somehow attached itself to his right ear, and it's blowing on top of his head like this.
Marge Simpson.
Yeah. Do you know when you go past like a car wash and you got that blow up thing, and he's like in the wind moving? He was there blowing on, and he didn't realise for about 10 seconds. Me and Robert actually were in bits. And Neil's turned to me, and the bag is still blowing on top of his head with the rings around his lug holes, his ears. Everybody started laughing. The game had to stop. The referee was laughing. Everybody, the whole team, even the team that didn't like that was playing, was also laughing. And this bag is still on top of his head. I've never, ever seen anything like it. It was like a magic trick. Yeah, I mean, you explain it, how the two hooks of the bag can stick. Go on one ear, yeah, but go on both ears.
John, what I think what happened, right? As I've looked, the bag's right there, and I've leaned forward. I'm going to scratch my neck. As I've leaned forward, it's just gone onto my head, and as I've stood up, it's going to blow back up, but it's stuck on my ears. I don't know what's happened myself. I thought the lights are going out. Oh, did John? Going on here?
But the game didn't kick off for about 5 minutes. I'm sure the referee booked you at one stage for time wasting. And ever since that, Neil was entertainment at every game in the Midlands area.
Oh, yeah. I was in a mascot.
You was, yeah.
Carry a bag, man.
Bag boy. But yeah, it's a sight. I mean, I'm going to have to draw a picture of this one day and put it in the book.
Yeah.
Of Neil with a plastic bag blowing on his head, actually stopping a full game of football. You know what I mean? Fantastic.
1 in a million, right?
Was it? Yeah. Never happened again, that one.
No.
So that was the carrier bag incident. Believe you me, people, all these stories are true. They've all happened. We don't make them up. Neil, you've got this one?
No.
This is definitely you again. Holiday from Hell.
Oh, my God.
Tell us about that one then.
Well, when I was married, we went to Future Ventura, and we got to Birmingham Airport, and we're looking, our flight's going to be boarding soon, I'll sound. But the babby, Brody, was only a little babby in a pushchair then, and was eating a big cookie, the big cookies you can buy. She's eating one of them. So my ex-wife says, go outside and get all the crumbs out the pushchair before we get onto the plane. So I'll pick the babby out of the pushchair. I'm there, these crumbs, but for some reason there's a bit of glass, John, in the pushchair. How it's got there, I do not know. So as I've done that, sliced my hand open. I'm like, shit, it wasn't a little cut, John. It was dripping off the end of my elbow. So as I walked into the Birmingham airport, dripping blood everywhere, you know what I mean? It's very hygienic, is it? You know what I mean? Next thing you know, one of the women come out, they're telling, you need to go to A&E! And I'm like, oh, shit, that plane's about to
It's Chinese now.
I don't know, John. Anyway, I ended up going to this A&E. They'd put 2 butterfly stitches in my fingers. And I come out like that on the aeroplane. I'm like, you know, don't consider this. Middle finger raised like a swearing.
Yeah, so your middle finger's up, sticking up.
So everybody on the plane was getting a bit annoyed with me. So we got on the plane, the baby cried for 4.5 hours, and it was just horrendous. Anyway, the first night we was there, I was knackered. The World Cup had just started. Someone says, right, then we'll stay in tonight. Tell you what I'll do. I'll go and get some cheap champagne or what have you. Get some drinks, few drinks. Put the telly on in the bedroom. And
cheap champagne?
Yeah.
Lambrini?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. And so we've gone into the bedroom. We just got there. And all the pillows are on top of the wardrobe. And I've gone, I'm going to get them down. They're all right, man. We have to stand on something. So I pulled the bed forward, leave it with me, stood on the end of the bed. And as I stood on the end of the bed, the other end of the bed went up in the air, right? The batteries up in the air. Now I fell, winded myself. The bed's gone down, smashed all the glasses on the side that were just prepared, right? I'm on the floor, winded. Hair's going bloody mad. So I'm sweeping it up. As I've gone to get up, I've ripped there's a lamp that was above the bed. I've ripped that out the wall. I've gone, oh shit! I just got here, right? Anyway, next day, we was walking down the beach. I went, right, and we're gonna have a little chill out day today. So I've got the babies in a pushchair. She's pushing a pushchair. Corey, my son, hanging about. 150 degrees, John. It's got to be 150 degrees, red hot. I'm there, my flippy flops. Right, so I usually wear them, but I don't know where I wore them. And he's lacking. He's not. Corey's messing about, and she's walking up down the front. Yeah. And this bloke comes out of nowhere. How do you fancy scratch card me? No, I'm like, I like a little gamble, don't I? For nothing.
Down off.
So scratched it off, John. €3 flags. You've won £200 worth of euros. Fan bloody tastic. We've only just got in. I've won. So follow us up this road, and we'll give you the £200.
Here we go.
Yeah. So Brody's in the pushchair. The ex-wife's pushing a pushchair with this bloke talking about it as he's walking up the hill. Corey's lagging behind. Come on, Corey. It's red hot. I'm getting a bit of sunstroke here, you know. So as I'm walking up, not looking where I'm going, in the road, there was a plank of wood that fell out of a skip. I ain't looking where I'm going. So what do I do? Tread on the plank of wood. 6-inch nail through my foot. Right? I've got the plank stuck to my foot like this, Sean. Yeah, screaming like a dickhead. Right? Ended up, all my foot was all bleeding and what have you. And it turned out to be timeshares. Timeshares, John. I won nothing. I'm there in pain. I can't even put my foot to the ground, John. Like that. Anyway, this is like the second day. Anyway, the third day, I'm there. So I'm going to lie on the beach today because I can't walk very well because it's killing me. It's like the pressure getting to my foot. So I thought I'll chill out on the old sun lounges, you know, put a bit of a 100 factor, 100, factor 100 on, you know, and chill out like and roast. Anyway,
looking over ready turkey.
I was there like a crab stick, red on the one side, white on the other. We booked in a place that you can have peace. That was all inclusive, so we booked a table, and I've got in there, John, and I've started to feel really ill. I'm there shaking like this, you know, like Marty McFly, shaking like this. What's the matter with you? I feel really sick. I've got sunstroke. So I'm burning, shaking up, aching like John, you know. And I was there going back and forth to the toilet. My legs are buckling from underneath me, like Charlie Chaplin, you know. And I ended up going to bed again, all bloody night. Anyway, nothing went right all holiday, John. All fucking holiday. So when I was on the plane, Brody was screaming on the way back, 4 hours. And the people, do you mean to have a half hour for you? And I'm like, I'm all right. And they're burnt to a crisp. You know, can't hardly walk. And from one stage, the pilot comes out, you know, and he went, oh, you're making all this noise. You're making all this noise. I went, yeah. He said, I don't know if it's her ears or what, the altitude. And he went, I told him what had happened on the holiday. I goes, nothing's gone right on this holiday, mate. I've had a plank of wood for a sliced my hand open. I've got sunstroke. I was in bed for all day because I felt terrible. And then we're flying back. He went, you must be the most unluckiest people I've ever met in my life. I went, can you do me a favour? I went, yeah. I was any chance to get in there and fly the plane. I said, it's ain't over yet, pal. You know what I mean? I goes, I like 2 people in the cockpit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was it, really.
Well, I want to just take you back because I don't want to take you back to fucking Future Ventura. Ventura, I can hear them scratching around. I can just imagine you looking like a crab stick with your white legs, your milk bottle legs, with your middle finger sticking up like that, walking around with a fucking wooden ski on your foot, Union Jack budgie smugglers, and an handkerchief on your head. Brits abroad.
Brits abroad.
Angleterre, Angleterre, Angleterre.
Yeah.
What a size.
Yeah, what a size.
I remember right. I was in Las Vegas, Neil, and we're on an open top bus going all the way down the strip of Vegas, from one end to the other. And I'm with my good old friend Kevin Hunt, my old Joe. Yeah. And we're on the top of the bus looking, and obviously there's people everywhere outside the casinos. They're looking at the attractions, and it's an amazing place. You need to go, Neil. And we see this guy, and he's got his back to us. He's there talking to these people. And I kid you not, he's got Union Jack shorts on and an handkerchief on his head. True story. And as the bus has stopped, because there's a guy on the bus talking about it, you know, the hotels and the history and all this kind of stuff. I've pointed out, Kev, you reckon he's English or what? You reckon he's a typical English bloke? As I've said that, he's took his hand and put it down the back of his shorts, scratched his arsehole, and then spelt his fingers.
Fucking hell.
And we both went, he's fucking English. Dirty bastard.
Jesus.
Can't get away from him, Neil. Scruffy gets. Smelling his own fingers. I've just scratched his arse. On Las Vegas Strip.
Jesus.
What's all that about?
What's the odds on that?
Oh, no.
Right shitting.
He was outside Trump Tower and all. Last one then, Neil. What we got here?
No, much you look abroad, don't you?
You don't, Neil.
I made one word for you.
What?
2 words, actually. Banana boat.
The banana boat. Yeah. Oh, that's an episode in itself, that is, Neil. Telling you, that is an episode in itself. Here we go. Last one, Neil, for part 2. And we can actually both...
Yeah.
We can actually both tell this story because it involves the pair of us. One had a bad time and the other one had a great time.
Yeah.
It is the party chair pull. Neil, take it away and I'll just butt in whenever I bloody feel like it.
Well, what I remember of it is that we've been out all day to the Bradford Arms.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah, the way we talk, we drink a lot.
Alcoholics, John.
It was a Saturday. It was a party day.
We were sloshed.
We had a few.
It was after football. We were sloshed, but we had to go to this party every night time.
I think we'd had a bit of marijuana of Alan Stafford as well.
Don't know. And we had to go to a party every night time. I can't remember what party it was, John.
I don't know either.
It might have been Kelly's one of Kelly's engagements. You know.
How many engagements has she had?
I don't know.
I don't think it was Kelly's. I'm sure it was something to do with our Kev.
I think it was Kelly's, John.
Was it?
Engaged more than our toilets. And so it was like was absolutely rat arse. When these rat arse is a pain in the arse, believe it or not.
Loud of bollocks.
Absolute pain in the arse.
Loud of bollocks.
So we've turned up at this party absolutely sloshed, right? And we're there having a laugh. And all our family are there, like it's packed. I went around the table,
Yeah, it's packed.
you know.
Our Auntie Connie and Des, who don't really go out there often.
Yeah,
everybody don't drink.
There. So I've just brought this pint and I put it on the table. Well, as I've gone to sit down, I'm just about to. I picked up I must be standing up, John. I've got the pint in my hand.
Yeah, you was.
But as I've got to sit down.
Normally, if you're going to sit down, you're standing up before it.
If you'd have done it now, John, I'd have killed you.
You wouldn't.
I would, John. Right. As I've gone to sit down, he's pulled the chair away from me. You know, the old prank when you pull the chair away from somebody. He pulled the chair away from me, so I've gone down like a cooling tower that's just been blew up, right? And the pint has just gone all over me, and I'm on the floor now. Everybody's laughing again.
Connie was disgusted, Neil.
Yeah, I was just thinking,
I can't believe you've done that.
Yeah,
I was in bits. That's funny.
I bet you was, John, and it was horrible because. You know, it's not a very nice thing to do.
He was in the gents' toilet under the blower trying to dry his shares.
He was, yeah. I was in the right.
And his curtains.
Everybody,
ginger curtains.
So as you come back, everybody's still like tittering to themselves, like, you know. So as I've gone, I thought about half hour later, hey, John, I've gone to the toilet. Well, the buffet had just been on. And you got kids on the dance floor eating bloody vol-au-vents and stuff, you know what I mean?
Sliding on the knees.
Yeah, sliding on the knees. Well, I ended up sliding on my knees, John. Because somebody left an ham sandwich on the floor with loads of butter on it, and I've trod on it in my slip-ons, right? And it's just slid, and I've there done the splits.
He's only just dried his shirt at the stage.
And I'm there doing like John Travolta on the dance. Everybody thought I was dancing. You know,
everybody started asking for night fever to be put on.
Yeah, I was. And that was the two incidents in the matter of
half an hour. Half an hour.
It was ridiculous, John.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny, Neil.
It was funny at the time, bro. Well, it was funny for you at the time. Well, for me.
Neil, you was laughing. You wasn't bothered. You wasn't bothered.
You know what? Because everybody else is laughing. It makes me, you know, I'm happy then. You know what I mean? That's what I'm like. That is what I'm like. If I can make somebody laugh, it makes me happy.
You've been on your back a few times in this episode, Neil.
Well, pity not sexually, John. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Been on your back more than Sticky Vicky.
Oh, shut up, John. I've seen you pull an umbrella at your arsehole.
Excuse me?
Oh, yeah. That was another story, by the way.
Yeah. he was up as well. Rest in peace, Sticky Vicky. Do you know what?
You know her daughter? I got done the other week.
Did you make done for what?
Nicking a stepladder and being killed.
Apparently, the wake of Sticky Vicky's was a tremendous success. Yeah, her daughter was spraying Scotch eggs everywhere, fucking sausage rolls and vol-au-vents out of a fanny.
That's brilliant, that is.
That is, yeah.
It's like a clay pigeon. Clay
pigeon shooting.
Oh!
Tell you what, mom would have been so proud.
I would have done. Bless her.
Anyway, Neil, that's it then. That's part 2. Done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed them stories, people. If you want to leave any comments, feel free.
Part 3, John.
Neil, more than likely, because there is stories.
I've got loads more.
What you've said, and I've said I need to write that down, and I forget.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I forget. And Neil, there's got to be some shit, but I've done some daft shit.
I know.
But I can't remember any of them. So there you go. Leave any comments. And we'll see you in 2, basically, Neil.
Yeah.
Neil's off to the pub. Then he's off for his Sunday dinner. Hopefully, he'll eat it this time.
Yeah.
He won't wear it. So there you go. Neil, we've got a saying. Go for it.
All you alien twitches.
He gets it.
Say it, John.
He gets it wrong every single time.
Yeah, I made it up. I made the last bit up.
This goes out to all you alien twitchers, and you cryptid stalkers, and your horror junkies, and your what's the other one, Neil? Ghost catchers.
Ghost catchers, that's it.
Ghost catchers. If you are out investigating next weekend, and you don't get any spirits, just do what we do. What do we do, Neil?
We drink them instead.
We drink them instead. We do a lot of drinking now. We're supposed to be slimming down for our holidays.
I am, John.
I'm stopping drinking from today.
I'm running every day
for 2 weeks, and then I'm on an all-inclusive, so them cocktails are going to get a right bashing.
I go running every day, John.
Yeah, to the off license.
That chip van's getting faster and faster.
Yeah, so we'll see you in 2.